Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us here at Indigo Moon. So, my mother used to use this term, fair is fair, and she basically was talking about the balancing act. If you do something for one, you should probably be doing something for the other. Meaning, let's say you have two children, and you give one something and you don't give the other one something. Sometimes that can cause a lot of arguments. Sometimes they will fight over the one item. And this is something that I have to remember too, because sometimes I'll buy something and I find that it's sort of original and I really want my nieces to have it, but I'll only find one. So I'll still send it because I know that if I don't send that one, someone else might purchase it and they won't get it at all. But this is something that we have to keep in mind, because it turns into other things, okay? Growing up, my older brother and I used to fight a lot. And I didn't realize that a lot of that fighting came from jealousy. And he had good reason to feel the way that he did, because in a lot of cases, people would ask me to go. Let's say a relative would say, I want her to go, but I don't want to take him. And that caused some jealousy, because he's like, why am I not allowed to come? And why is it that she always gets that opportunity? Sometimes it wasn't an opportunity at all. Sometimes it was a job. Meaning, I'm a little girl, but they want me to clean up, or they want me to do this, and they want me to do that, and he would not agree to do that. He would probably just walked off with a bad attitude, with a frown on his face, and they would have had to deal with his misbehavior. But children don't see the full picture. Just like you don't see the full picture. If you and your girlfriend are going, or you and your male friend are going out to interview, and you get the job before that person gets the job, sometimes there's some unsettled feelings, And this is where the balancing act comes in. First of all, if I'm happy for you, I'm happy for you. You should be happy that another person got the job, regardless if you guys didn't get it at the same time, regardless of the position. It's important that you be happy for that other person, because you would want them to be happy for you, especially in the same situation. We have got to really start looking at how we handle things and evaluating ourselves. We're only human, this is true, but sometimes even us being human, we say, oh, it's no big deal, but it is a big deal to the opposite person. So let us keep that in mind, because on this loving yourself and loving others journey, we're all growing, trying to persevere through the situation. And of course, like I said, my brother might look at it as, why is it that they're choosing her or over me? Or even my sister, why is it they're choosing her over she? Whatever the situation is, fair is fair. And when we look at the way that we're raising our children, try to balance it out. I didn't really particularly care for always having, my mother always having to get me to go back to the store to get the same item twice. Sometimes that was because she wanted my brother to feel more comfortable, more confident. So if I'm going on a trip, even though he's not going on a trip, she wanted him to feel special as well. And that's actually a good thing, when you can actually look at some of the parenting skills that your parents had and be able to take on some of those things that actually worked. Let us remember that, and let us always cherish those moments. Indigo Moon, have a wonderful one.